Hello, everybody. Drew with Stay Ahead Fitness. I have for you a 14-minute core sequence that is a part of a longer workout I did for my membership that also included a cardio sequence. So it was a really nice combination of doing the core work first and then getting into the low impact cardio. But for you here on YouTube, I wanted to offer you this free core workout. And so here it is, 14 minutes. Now, what you're going to need, if you have sensitive knees, you might consider a knee pad or a blanket like you can see that I'm using here in this photo, and then also a yoga block or something similar that weighs a couple of pounds that you're going to be using for some of the workouts. Now, I also wanted to briefly mention that we are going to be practicing a specific technique for getting up off the floor and getting back down on the floor, which is really an important exercise to do. Even if that's easy for you to do now, it's important that we always maintain the ability to do that well into our future. So we're going to practice that here in this workout. Also, thank you for liking and subscribing. I'm almost to 1,000 subscribers here on my YouTube channel, so I appreciate it if you haven't subscribed yet, helping me get there. And please make a comment below after you've watched this video, and let's go ahead and get started. Lift your feet up off the ground, reach your arms out away from the shoulders, dig your shoulder blades down into the ground, wiggle them, dig them down, push the hands into the floor, hold yourself steady. The feet the shins are parallel to the ground. If you need to take a look up here, you can. Notice that my shins are parallel to the ground and my thighs, upper legs are vertical to the ground. So I don't have the knees pulled in. I have them move forward just a little. You're going to lift the feet and lower just to the parallel position. Lift and lower just to the parallel position. So as you start to do this, at first you're just feeling the movement, finding parallel, legs straight, and then thighs staying vertical. So obviously the upper legs are not moving. They're just staying in that vertical position. Now, once you've kind of locked in the movement, start to kick, kick, kick. So a more vigorous movement here going up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet to the ground. Widen your feet. Move your knees right and left. Deep breath. And back to center. Once again, lift your feet off the ground. This time, squeeze your legs against each other so my legs are all the way together. This is actually very difficult. So you're going to, if you need to hold on to the legs, you can. No problem there to give yourself just a little easier option. Otherwise, the hands are still on the ground. Now squeeze your legs hard against each other and pull your belly in tight. It's almost like your low back rounds a little bit because you're contracting tight through the core. Now squeeze your legs together tight. 3, 2, 1. Feet to the ground. So that is the idea. Doing your best to keep the legs together. Go up again. We hold it longer this time. Feet up, shins parallel. Squeeze the legs together. 5, 4, squeeze tighter. 3, 2, and 1. Feet to the ground. Again, keep breathing. Come up, squeeze your legs together. 10, 9, 8, squeeze harder. 7, 6, 5, 4, squeeze harder. 3, 2, 1. Lower the feet to the ground. Open the knees out, butterfly stretch. Reach the arms behind your head. Bend your elbows a little so your arms rest on the ground. Push the low back into the floor. Push your feet together and lift your feet off the ground. Push the soles of the feet hard together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw the knees together. Extend your feet up toward the ceiling. Legs are straight. Open the legs out, straddle stretch. Draw the legs together. Bend the knees. Land the feet onto the ground. Your arms can stay behind if you want a little more challenge, or once again, you can grab behind the knees as you lift the feet up off the ground. The legs are back together. Do your best to squeeze your legs together. Move your knees 6 inches to the right. Squeeze the legs together. 6 inches to the left. Squeeze your legs together. Back to the right. Over to the left. Keep going. You're holding for an instant on each side and then switching to the other side. Now, what's going to happen as we keep going here for a few more repetitions is the knees are going to tend to move away from each other. So do your best to squeeze your legs together. And let's get 2 more. You can do it. Stay with it. And back to center. Awesome, everybody. Straighten out your legs. Oh, that feels good to straighten those legs. Stretch them out. Sweep the arms all the way behind your head. Lengthen your body as best as you can. And then grab your yoga block if you are using it, or your protein tub, or nothing. If you don't have anything at all, that will be okay as well. We're going to start by bending up the knees. And the block goes straight up toward the ceiling. You're holding on to the ends of the block with your palms. Now from here, you are going to reach the block behind the head any amount. A small amount will be easier. If you reach it back further, that's going to be harder. You're going to do your best to push the palms into the block. Lift your feet off the ground. Extend the right foot forward. Bring it in. Left foot forward. Bring it in. Now only move one leg at a time. Right. Bring it in. Left. Bring it in. So complete the movement before you start the other leg. Keep breathing as best as you can. It's hard to breathe when your tummy muscles are tight and contracted, but try to breathe. It might be kind of chest breathing, but that's okay. It's better than nothing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Feet to the ground. Bring your block in. Breath in. Breath out. Same position for the block. Extend it up toward the ceiling. Sweep the block behind the head any amount, or just more toward the ceiling if there's any shoulder problems. Whatever works for you here with that block position. Now lift your feet straight up toward the ceiling. Now some of you, the knees are still going to be fairly bent here, and that's okay. As you start to lower the legs, you can bend the knees a lot and bring the feet within a few inches from the ground and come back up. Or some of you are going to keep the legs straight and come back up. Let's go for 10, 9, 8. We're going nice and slow here. Bend your knees as much as you need to. 7, 6, 5, 4. Bend your knees if you're getting really tired. Don't lose your form. Last 2. Squeeze your leg muscles tight. Last 1. And release. Woo! Nice job, everybody. Give yourself a smile. Give yourself a deep breath. Come on up. Roll yourself up to an upright position. All right, we're making great progress. Now, this has been really fun so far, right? Yes, it's been a lot of fun. I'm kind of kidding, but not kidding. We want to make fun out of this. So let's keep going with a couple of different exercises. This is going to be our get up off the floor movement. Okay, so please watch me here from this position for a moment before you lay down on the floor. So what you're going to do, you're going to be all the way down. Your legs are going to bend. You roll to one side. You push yourself up with your arms. You swing your legs to this direction toward your leg, or you swing your arms toward your legs, and then you come into a lunge position and stand yourself up. You squat or you lunge back down, swing the legs around, lower yourself all the way back down onto the floor. Okay, your turn. Ready? We're all the way on the floor. Roll to one side to notice which side you're rolling to. Roll. Use your hands, push yourself up. Swing your legs behind, or swing one leg behind. You're going to come into a lunge and stand yourself up. Now go back down, same way. Swing the feet. Use your arms all the way onto your back. Go the same direction. Don't do the other side yet. Same direction, roll up. Swing one leg behind, lunge position. Push yourself up. Lunge back down. hands to the floor, all the way down onto the floor. Last one, same side. Roll, lunge, stand up, lunge, hands down, roll to the floor. Beautiful. Other side, roll the other direction. Push yourself up. Swing one leg in front, lunge, all the way to standing. Lunge back down, hands to the floor, all the way down. You got two left. Roll, swing one leg behind, lunge all the way up. Lunge back down, hands to the floor, all the way down. Last one. All the way back down. Whew, great. Come on back up. You may have noticed a difference in coordination and or strength from side to side. There's a great exercise, making sure we always have the ability throughout our entire lifetimes to be able to get up and off the floor. Okay, come into a kneeling position using your pad or your blanket if you need it, and grab your block. Your knees will come onto the pad if you're using it and you're in this kneeling position. Now, block is in front of the chest. Push the hands forward, rotate. Rotate the other direction. And keep going. So I want you to fully complete the rotation while pushing your feet and your knees down into the ground. Now, try to find the fullness of your rotation. Really twist. And back to center. Now, take the block up overhead, side bend, side bend. Right, left. Keep going. So you feel your ribs, your lower back muscles, your glutes, your feet are pushing into the ground, belly is pulled in. And back to center. Last one, you're going to come into a lunge. So step 1 foot forward, the knee that's on the ground will be on your padding if you're using it. The block is going to start out in front. You're going to reach the block down toward the knee, down toward the lower knee, and then lift it up and across as far as you can. There's a little balance here. And then lower down, look to the block, lift up, look to the block. And really swing it up and really swing it down. Your feet are stable, pushing firmly into the ground. 2 more. Last one. And release, switch out your feet. Lunge position, go right into it. Lower down, cross up. So make sure that your chest is moving. So it's not an arm movement. If all you're doing is moving your arms, you won't get the core activation. So think about your sternum moving. Your gaze is following the block. There is a little bit of balance here. You should feel your core muscles really twisting and working. 3 more. Last one. And release. Set the block aside and come on up to standing. All right, everybody.